A lot of humans right now, in a lot of different modalities, they're just treated like a number. And that's the last thing I want you to feel like. With us, you're not just another number. We will take the care to make sure that we can make you feel better and that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. My name is Brian Kong. I am the founder of the Human Wellness Center. I survived being physically awake for about a year. I was poisoned and my organs were failing, and I couldn't get help through the system here. And I realized that some wounds are so deep that they require deep, deep care. And that's why I founded the Human Wellness Center. I searched the world to find a way to regenerate on a cellular level. And I believe we found it when we mixed the highest technology of mesenchymal stem cell therapy with Eastern medicine modalities based on blood flow, nerve flow, nutrition, lifting weights, hormone therapy. And when you mix them together, you have a secret for success, to grow back your body. And once you go from sick to healthy, to finally healthy, you don't just stop there. Now you're like, what can my body actually do? And you start training like an athlete. You start learning the skills of what the human body could possibly do. And that's why the Human Wellness Center exists, because there's so much community in getting like-minded people from around the world. We've seen miracles. We've seen people with undiagnosed illnesses like fibromyalgia, arthritis, lower inflammation, be able to be more mobile, more active in life. We've seen people with a 9 have pain go down to a level 2. We've seen paraplegics being able to move their arms again. We've seen people in the biohacking space lower their actual age by years just by following the program. We've seen people with low libido, low sex drive, low muscle, low bone density maximize to where they have the bodies of a 25-year-old again. At Human Wellness Centers, our team involves a world-class retreat, scientists and doctors who are well-versed and trained in mesenchymal stem cell therapy for regeneration of the human body, Eastern medicine doctors, sports trainers who have been with the Major League Baseball teams, yoga instructors, people that know how the knees over toes works, how to lift weights, how to maximize testosterone naturally. We have a team that specializes in peptide therapy. When your system has the right science in it, in balance, and you're following the Eastern modalities based on blood flow and getting the oxygen and blood to the right areas of the damaged tissues in your body, we're creating a soil, a fertilizer for brand new cells to grow in your body to heal the damage within. Our protocol looks like, once you get approved to be a candidate with the Human Wellness Center, we want to make sure that your diet is clean. So we put you with a nutritionist. There's going to be a 21-day reset where we stop processed sugar. We cut out alcohol. We start taking things away from your diet and then adding them back slowly to see what your specific body is used to. Depending on what your situation is, an MRI may be involved. We need to get your blood work. We need to set you up for success. And then our board of doctors, we have a panel of 6 doctors and scientists to review your lab work, your MRIs if you have them, what you're going through. And you get to talk to them directly. You get to express yourself, how you feel, and we'll believe you. And we see what our best protocol is for you based on the doctor's recommendations that have treated over 5,000 patients. And then we'll analyze the data, we'll send you back a protocol, how many stem cells you need, what the program needs. And then based on your individual needs, we develop a high-end world-class retreat. We fly you to Colombia. We make sure you get to experience the best food, massages, hyperbaric oxygen chambers, vitamin IVs. We make sure you get to have some amazing local experiences, some hikes, the Kokora Valley. We could go on horseback rides, get massages, do hot springs, see the local community and enjoy the lungs of the world, because we're right next to the Amazon. We put you in high-end glampings, make sure you have the vacation of your life. And after your medical treatment, we make sure you get home safely. We do Zoom meetings, making sure that you're following up on your routines. And we like to follow our members to make sure on the hero's journey, you're healing, you're feeling better. These cells will start 6 months, 12 months down the line, propagating through your system, healing damaged tissue, regrowing your gut lining. If you need peptides, we can send them straight to your home right when you get back. Some people notice high energy right away, but if you look in the mirror a month from now, you might not look so different. But 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, just by following the routines, your entire world's gonna change, your entire body's gonna change. At the Human Wellness Center, we make you feel like a human. You're not just another number to us. I wanna make sure you get the high-end service and the stem cells that you're looking for. Best quality science, best with best quality service, based on treating you like a person. A lot of humans right now, in a lot of different modalities, they're just treated like a number. And that's the last thing I want you to feel like. With us, you're not just another number. We will take the care to make sure that we can make you feel better and that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. If you feel like you're ready, give us a call. I think the only way to know is to talk to another human. We want to have the best human experience. And what does it mean to be human? It doesn't mean you're perfect. It's okay to be flawed. It's okay to be wounded. It's okay to be injured. It's okay to tell people, hey, I don't feel good. Something's wrong. You shouldn't have to live with pain. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, it's all connected to a certain level. Mesenchymal stem cell therapy, AI, nutrition, hormones, peptides, they exist now. If your body's missing something, the science exists to regenerate that part of your body. And the science is just getting better and better. So if we have access to it and it's hard to find, come to us and we'll show you. Like many of our clients have before. Clients often come to us because there's walls that they can't get through. They don't know where to go. They feel like they're getting gaslighted by the world sometimes in the medical field. I believe the Human Wellness Center is the right people. And not only because we're like, yes, we know everything. We're gods. We know science. We're the ones. We would never do that. But we would open our doors and our minds to other people that might know. And we're always learning. Technology is always growing. The mesenchymal stem cells we have today are going to be better a year from now, 2 years from now. 3 years from now, you're going to be able to grow entire organs back, possibly. All we need to do is have access to it and be open-minded to it and to try it and to be here. And there's so many people that need help. People that are broken their necks and have paralysis. Kids and adults with autism that can't communicate to each other. Like all of it is done on a cellular level. If we could regenerate cells, we could change the world. Like that's the Human Wellness Center. Like I love being surrounded by creators who are not scared to push the bounds so we can find the next thing that can save the next person. Humanity wants to survive, it wants to thrive, it wants to live. And I want to be a part of that as we go into the next century, into the future, where information is shared and we're able to offer the cures to every human that has the courage to reach out and fight for it. And just reach your hand out and be like, hey, I want to be a part of this. Like if that's you, apply for a consult. We would love to know you, meet you, and hear your story.
I'm Lucas Ralph. I'm the head wellness coach at Human Wellness Centers and also one of the part owners of the Human Wellness Centers. And I was in a car crash, a debilitating car crash 1.5 years ago. And I was living in chronic pain in my neck and shoulder that was on some days debilitating to where I couldn't turn or really move without there being excruciating pain, like a 9 or 10 out of 10 pain. And so I was living with that. I got stem cells exactly 4 weeks ago today, 275 million injected up and down my spine and intravenously, along with 100 billion exosomes intravenously. And so here I am, 28 days later, and I am almost back to 100%. No more chronic pain in my neck or shoulder. I fully expect to get to 100% relatively soon, in the next week or two. And then I fully expect to completely surpass my previous baselines in the coming less than a month, but months. Just keep expanding upon that into a new version that's been waiting for me. And I'm finally going to be able to meet it with the power of stem cells and all the other modalities that I'm combining, which includes exercise, breath work, yoga, meditation, some peptides as well. And then just really clean eating, relationships, and sleep, nutrition. So now I feel like I've found that harmonious balance of Eastern and Western medicine and combining the two. But 12 years ago, I did not have that balance. I was playing college football out in New York. I was a cornerback, and I was very much all Western, I guess you could say. In that process, I tore my MCL. I tore articular cartilage, so it ripped off, tore my meniscus, and then I just had really bad knee pain after that, tore my hamstring as well. I was at a point in my life where people were telling me that I just had to accept this pain that I was in, that I could no longer sprint, play basketball, play football. I never accepted that. I got surgery on my right knee. When I went through the process of the Western medicine of the surgery, I got to realize that it was broken. I wasn't fully treated like a human being that was undergoing the knife and being put under. And so I had questions that weren't quite answered and concerns that weren't quite answered. And it made me start to look for alternative routes. That's when I discovered stem cells. And I was like, I think that's the only way. I decided I'm gonna go find the best stem cells around the world and find different modalities, because what's here isn't really working for me. And I started to explore Eastern modalities like chiropractic care, scraping, some cupping as well, some acupuncture, just different things. And I found a lot of relief, which I didn't feel like I was getting previously. A few years later of practicing that religiously, my weakest parts of my body became my strongest assets. And so now I'm completely transforming and I'm empowering myself to be like, okay, I don't need anything else outside of myself. It's all within me. A few years later, which was now a year and 8 months ago, car crash, explosion, wondering if my brother next to me is alive or my dog or the other person involved in the car crash. By the grace of some divine intervention, everybody walked out of there okay. And so I thought, I'm very lucky, and I am very lucky. Once the adrenaline wore off, the next morning, this right shoulder's messed up. Later on, I realized that my neck is messed up and it locks. And it's just, I can't do anything without it being excruciating. And so that, at the time, made me think, okay, here's another opportunity for me to learn. I learned how to heal my knees. That took me almost a decade, but I learned to heal it. Everything I need is within me, and I will figure this out. I've done it before. About a year and 6 months of troubleshooting, and my shoulder and neck have gotten worse. I'm working for the Human Wellness Center. I'm seeing people's lives change that had fibromyalgia and couldn't drive to work without pain, could not lift weights anymore where they were very much into fitness before. Our founder, one of my brothers, he regenerated his liver with it. He came back from the dead. He was 140 pounds at 6'2", 7 years ago, with the help of some Eastern medicine and some coaches and mesenchymal stem cells. He regenerated his liver, and now he's back to 200 pounds, 6'2", the healthiest he's ever been. And so I'm seeing these miracles happen in front of me, but it took me, I guess it was my own process, but it took me some time for me to wrap my head around it and get over my own mental blocks. A year and a half of troubleshooting goes by, my shoulder and neck are worse. I decided I have the resources. What am I waiting for? So I finally took the leap. Was nervous, but once I got to meet the whole team and go through the process, my nerves were washed away. And so now I'm here. 28 days later, I have no pain anymore, no chronic pain. All these experiences have now transformed me into this person where I'm an expert in this. And if somebody is going through this, if you're going through this, I know exactly how to help you. I'm not being this perfect clinical controlled study of just doing stem cells and measuring and seeing what happens. I'm combining everything. No more processed sugar. Lots of protein. My relationships have, and the energy I spend with people has completely changed. I'm doing the right types of training that are going to help release and restructure the myofascial lines around my neck and shoulder. All of that, I would not have the same confidence that I have without the mesenchymal stem cells. The stem cells are the ones that are going to be the driving force behind it all. And that's actually the reason why I'm so regimented and disciplined in everything else. It's because I have to put these to use and I have to make the environment optimal for them to be able to do what they want. The more I do this, the more I see it as an opportunity to also pass it down to the next person, because I see a lot of people who are stuck in chronic pain. Some of them have lost hope and they become numb to the pain, and it's just a part of their lives. And I've been there multiple times. But at the Human Wellness Centers, we believe that that does not have to be accepted. We have the methodology, we have the roadmap to get out of that. The physical level, a mental level, and a spiritual level as well. Combine that with stem cells, your body and mind, your soul, it's primed to heal. And so we connect, we continue to do so regularly with the wellness coach, and then you're off to the races, and maybe you're joining the community to help others. If any of this resonates with you and you're ready to become the best version of yourself, if you're ready to be supported along every step of the way, and treated like the beautiful human being that you are, then reach out. We would love to talk to you at the Human Wellness Centers. I would love to talk to you at the Human Wellness Centers. Reach out and let's get started.